Welcome to yet another interesting class. Today we shall be making this kimono jacket. If you're new to the channel, kindly subscribe and press on the notification just so you would get notified when we post a new video. So this is our fabric, and I apologize because I started cutting the fabric before I found out that my device wasn't recording. The measurements we shall be needing is the length of the kimono itself, the sleeve length, which usually starts from the center back of your neck, and the hip measurements. You will then divide your hip measurements by 4, and that's it. I have gone ahead and folded my fabric into 4. That is the front, and the back into 4. So on all 4, I have measured 1 inch by 3.5 inch. The depth is 1 inch and the width is 3.5 inch. This is both on the front and the back neckline, and I have created a fine curve and cut it out like so. As you can see, my fabric, like I said, my fabric is folded into 2. That is for the front and the back. Now this is what we have after cutting out the neckline. It's a kimono, so it's okay to cut the front and the back neckline all at once. When we're done, we're going to pull out the back and then continue cutting the front neckline. Now to the sleeve. I said our measurement is going to start from the center back to our desired length. My device didn't capture the back neck, so we're just going to start like so. So from the center back, I have already measured the shoulder and marked 1 inch below the shoulder like so. Next, we're going to measure the sleeve length, but from the fabric I'm using, the length of the fabric will not be enough. As a result, I have already cut another 4 pieces of fabric and put them together and place them over the main fabric. So I would join it for my sleeve. Now from that 1 inch we measured below at the shoulder measurement, we're just going to draw a straight line. Remember, the human body is not flat, it's slanted, so we would measure a straight line from the neck to, just draw it straight like so, from the neck straight. I'm sorry, my device didn't cover the part where I measured from the neck. From the neckline now, we would measure the sleeve length. Remember, we said our sleeve is our center back of our neck. So we would measure our sleeve like so. So this is what I did. I measured from the center back to get my shoulder length. And then after that, I measured 1 inch. And after the 1 inch, I connected everything from the neckline to the 1 inch below and drew a straight line like so to get our sleeve length. Remember, our sleeve length is starting from our center back to our wrist or anywhere we want our desired length. Now we have cut our neckline and we're going to take our measurement for the sleeve like so. From the neckline which we have subtracted, we'll continue taking our measurement straight. We measure 3.5, so we just continue taking a straight measurement like so, and also include our seam allowance. That is our folding allowance. So after measuring the length, we'll now measure the width of our sleeve. That is the wrist measurement. Whatever it is you get, you divide it by 2. Remember, this is a kimono, so it is going to be free. It shouldn't be tight. So you decide whatever it is you want to be your wrist measurement, you divide by 2. Now I have gone ahead and removed the sleeve part, and now I'm going to take the measurement for the waist. That is from the shoulder to the waist. At the hem of our kimono, we're going to measure the hip measurement plus 5 inches. Whatever your hip measurement is, divided by 4 plus 5 inch. That is going to be your hip measurement. The 5 inch is for the allowance and to make it bogus. Remember, we're still cutting both the front and the back of the kimono. Now we'll take the measurement of the shoulder to the waist and mark it like so. Now we'll measure what we got as our hip measurement, and then we'll bring it up to the waist measurement and apply it like so. Waist, remember, hip measurement is equal to the waist measurement. Now we'll turn it over and connect our remaining fabric like so and establish a connection. From our waist measurement, we connect it to our sleeve measurement like so. Remember, this is for both the front and the back. Now you connect the waist measurement to the hip measurement like so. And then you go ahead and cut. I'll be right back. Now I have gone ahead and cut the front and the back together like so. Our sleeve, everything is perfect now. This is our sleeve measurement and everything is perfect. This is for both the front and the back. If you're new to the channel, kindly subscribe, share our page with your friends, and click the notification bell so you'll be notified when there's a new video in the channel. Now we're going to remove one piece of what we have been cutting all along, and it is the back piece. Remember, I said we're cutting both front and back. Now we have removed the back and we'll continue cutting the front. Now I would have to cut the front neckline because that is not the neckline I want. But using the same measurement, I would use the neck width to measure the front neckline. Now at the waist, I would measure 2.5 inch upwards towards the neckline, like so. And then below, I would measure another 2.5 inch, so a total of 5 inch all in all. 2.5 on one side and 2.5 on the either side of the waist measurement. And then from the neckline, the initial neck width we've measured, I would connect it with a line like so, a straight line from the neck width. Now that's our front neckline drawn. Subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video thus far. Using this curve, I would then go ahead and create the curve in front because I don't want it to be flat. You can draw your curve with freehand or using a French curve. The curve is going to be your desired shape. So you take your time and draw a curve that you want, a suitable one. Remember, this is only the front. You go ahead and open up this. Remember, it was cut on fold, so it is still closed. You open it up, and then you have two pieces for the front. And there you have it. We have our front piece. This is the sleeve. And this is our back piece. If you want a belt, you go ahead and cut a strip of fabric of 5-inch width to, let's say, 36-inch length. And that's it. Thanks for coming.